Welcome students. In this video, I will finish the topic transformation of sum and products by solving some more problems depending on the remaining 4 formulas. 8 formulas I have given including these 4 already in my last video, and I have solved the problems depending on the first 4 formulas. Okay, the remaining 4 formulas I will take in this video related to the problems on these 4 formulas, and also I will introduce the topic multiple angles in this video. Okay, so the first problem related to these formulas, okay, one by one I am taking. The first problem is to find cos 2 cos 3x sin 2x. 2 cos 3x sin 2x. This is the first problem. You see, already I have told in discussing these formulas in my last video, here the angle A I have taken as greater than B. The angle A is greater than B. So this thing you are supposed to identify in the problems. Okay, so if I relate this problem, means out of these 4 formulas, this one is directly related with the second formula, isn't it? Because this is 2 cos A sin B. You see, 2 cos A sin B, and A is greater than B. Already I have told you. See, in place of A there is 3x, in place of B there is 2x. We can directly see that A is greater than B. Okay, so we can apply the second formula here. 2 cos A sin B. What will be the thing? 2 cos A sin B will be is equal to sin A plus B. A plus B means 3x plus 2x. Okay, minus sin A minus B, that is 3x minus 2x. You are supposed to concentrate on this part. A should be greater than B. If suppose they may, okay, let me finish this one, then I will tell. Okay, sin 3x plus 2x, so it is giving you sin 5x minus sin x. Okay, sin 5x minus sin x. So this is the thing. Here I have transformed the product into the sum. Okay, means in terms of difference. Obviously plus is a plus, means we can get in terms of plus, or we can get in terms of minus. Okay, from the product we got in terms of sum of two things, isn't it? So this is the transformation of product to sum. In my last video I have discussed the problems where I have transformed from sum to product. Okay, so using these 4 formulas we will transform from product to sum. Okay, so this is the thing. Now sometimes the questions may be given in this way. Okay, questions may be given in this way. You see, at that time it will be given by cos 2x, and this one will be 3x. At that time you will not use the second formula. You see, because I told A should be greater than B. But if I use the second formula here, in place of A will be 2x, in place of B there will be 3x. But we can see that A is not greater than B, no, because A is here 2x, B is here 3x. So at that time we will use the first formula. We need to rearrange the given question. Okay, how? You see, we will write in that way: sin 3x, that one is greater here, into cos 2x. Then we will use the first formula. That is the difference between the first formula and the second formula. Okay, so you see when to use this one. So see always the angles. The thing, that one, A should be greater than B. Okay, A should be greater than B. So if it is given by in this way, then we can't use the second one. Even if you can see that, means we can see this one. This is related to 2 cos A sin B, but we will not use this 2 cos A sin B, because here A is not greater than B. A should be greater than B. So here we can see that this angle is greater, that means 3x is greater. So we will relate this formula with that one by rearranging in this way. That means I have written this one first, then I have written this one. So now this is directly matching with the first formula, then we will use the first formula. Okay, this is the way to solve. So after this, let me take the second problem. So the second problem will be home assignment for you. Okay, you do it at home, very easy, you will be able to do. The question is 2 cos 7x cos 3x. Just solve this one. Okay, so obviously we can see that this one is directly related to the third formula. You see, 2 cos A cos B, 2 cos A cos B. So we can easily do that one using the third formula, cos A plus B plus cos A minus B. We'll just simply do that. A means 7x, B means 3x. One more thing, you see, in terms of cos, there is means nothing to think about whether A is greater than B or B is greater than A or not, because cos is always giving us positive value only, no? So whatever A or B, it may be greater than, it may be less than. If both the things are cos, we will blindly follow the third formula, 2 cos A cos B. If this format is coming, then we can blindly follow the third formula. Okay, so this is the thing. So let me go to the third problem. So the third problem is, prove that 2 cos 5 pi by 12, okay, into cos pi by 12, that one is equal to 1 by 2. We are supposed to prove this one. Okay, so 2 cos 5 pi by 12 into cos pi by 12, that one is equal to half. So we'll start obviously by the left hand side. So if we go by the left hand side, we can see in the left hand side this is falling under the form third, is not it? This is falling under the third formula. So we'll directly apply the third formula in the left hand side. Okay, in the left hand side we'll take the third formula. So 2 cos A cos B formula, what is the formula? Cos A plus B, that means 5 pi by 12 plus pi by 12, that one. 5 pi by 12 plus pi by 12, cos A plus B plus cos A minus B. A minus B means 5 pi by 12 minus pi by 12. This is cos A minus B. Now if you take the sum here, so cos A plus B will give you 6 pi by 12 plus cos, it will give you 4 pi by 12, isn't it? 4 pi by 12. Now you just take a little bit cancellation, so it will be pi by 2, cos pi by 2 plus cos pi by 3, pi by 2 plus pi by 3, that one we got. Now what we are getting, you see, we are getting what? Cos pi by 2, cos 90 degree is giving you, cos 90 degree is what? 0, is not it? Cos pi by 2 is 0, plus cos pi by 3, pi by 3 means 60 degree, cos 60 degree is giving you sin 30 degree value, that means that one will be half. So 0 plus half is giving you half, which is your right hand side. So we proved that one, the left hand side is equal to right hand side. So this is the way, okay, how to prove. So because it is falling under 2 cos A cos B formula, we just applied the formula and we got the proof. Okay, so let me go to the next problem. The next problem will be home assignment for you, similar type of, okay, similar type of. Do the problems which I am giving as home assignment. Okay, do the problems. If any kind of doubt, you can tell me. You see, the homework is 2 sine 5 pi by 12 into sine pi by 12, that one equals to half. You are supposed to prove. Again it will come half. You see, this is a little bit tricky one. Why tricky? You see, this is falling under the fourth formula. Already in my last video I have told that the fourth formula is a little bit tricky. Why tricky? You see, 2 sine A sine B, that is, it is falling under the fourth one, and in the fourth one you see, in all other parts, A minus B part, that means the difference of the angles I have written later, and the plus I have written in the beginning, but here the difference will come beginning. Difference will come in the beginning and the sum will come in the later. Okay, so the formula will be cos A minus B minus cos A plus B, in that way. Cos A minus B. In that way, if we follow cos A minus B, A means 5 pi by 12 minus cos A minus B, then minus cos A plus B. Okay, A means 5 pi by 12, A plus B is pi by 12. So this way we will follow the formula, because it is falling under the fourth one, no, 2 sine A sine B. So obviously 2 sine A sine B is this one. So we have just followed the formula, then simplify this one, you will get your result half. Okay, so this is the thing. Do it at home. Let me go to the next problem. Let me go to the next problem. The next problem is prove that sine x by 2 into sine 7x by 2, okay, plus sine 3x by 2 into sine 11x by 2, sine 11x by 2, okay, sine 11x by 2, okay, that one is equal to, you are supposed to prove sine 2x into sine 5x, sine 2x into sine 5x. This is the right hand side, sine 2x into sine 5x. Okay, we are supposed to prove in this way. You see, the question is correct only. So the left hand side, we will go by the left hand side obviously. So what is the left hand side here? You see, what is the left hand side? Left hand side is, let me take the left hand side, sine x by 2 sine 7x by 2 plus sine 3x by 2 into sine 11x by 2. This is the left hand side. Now you see, this is falling under this one. Obviously, this is falling under this one. 2 means sine A, sine B. You see sine A, sine B. But what is there? In the formula there was 2, but we don't have 2 here. That is the leg. That is the leg here. Okay. We need 2 here to make it as the fourth formula. Similar in the second part, we need 2 here to make it as the fourth formula. So we need to introduce 2 here and here in both the parts, isn't it? In both the parts, if we can introduce 2 there like this, then we can easily follow the fourth formula. The fourth formula we can easily follow. So how to introduce 2? You see. So what you need 2. So write it 2. Okay. Suppose I have written 2. Now you see, and one more thing you see, the A angle should be greater than the angle B. That means angle A should be greater than angle B. So you try to rearrange the thing. This would be your A and this would be your B. So we will rearrange this one like this. Sine A, that means 7x by 2. This one I have written in the beginning. Then I will write sine x by 2. That means the smaller angle I have written later. Okay. Plus, similar here also. This is the bigger one. No. So I will write again. I have taken 2 here. 2 sine 11x by 2 sine 3x by 2. Now you can think that, sir, you have written this 2 extra. No, there was no 2 in the question. There was no 2 in the question, but I have written this 2 extra. So what we'll do? We'll write 1/2 by giving one bracket like this. Isn't it? We can write in this way. So this is the way to introduce any number with something. Okay. Sometimes in trigonometry you will be needed to introduce sometimes 3, sometimes 4, sometimes 2. Not 3, actually 4 and 2. These two things are needed. 4 and 2. Sometimes we are supposed to introduce in so many cases. So how to introduce 2 there? Okay. So you just write what you need. I need 2 here. I have written. Here also I need 2. I have written. Now I have just given this third bracket and outside I have written this half. You can cross check. That means you take 2 common from these 2 part. That 2 will get cancelled with this half and you will get again the first line. You shouldn't write anything extra. I have not written anything extra. Means from this line I can again get the first line. So I have not written anything extra. Okay. So that is justified. Now we will follow the formula. 2 sine A sine B, again 2 sine A sine B. So what is the formula? So let us follow the formula. Half is there outside only. 2 sine A sine B formula was cos A minus B. A minus B means this is your A, this is your B. Means 7x minus x means 6x by 2. So it will be 3x. No, cos A minus B minus cos A plus B. A plus B means 7x by 2 plus x by 2. That means 8x by 2. So it will be your 4x. Okay, I have written a little bit directly. I think you will be able to get. Okay, just I have followed the formula. Then plus again 2 sine A sine B is there. So 2 sine A sine B is there. Again cos A minus B minus cos A plus B. So cos A minus B will be what? 11x by 2 minus 3x by 2. So 8x by 2, that means 4x. Cos A minus B minus cos A plus B. That means it will be what? 11x plus 3x. That means 14x divided by 2. So it will be 7x. Okay. So this is the thing. So minus cos 4x plus cos 4x. You can see these two things will get cancelled. Minus 4x plus cos 4x. This is the one negative term. This is one positive term. These two things are getting cancelled. Minus cos 4x plus cos 4x. So the remaining term we'll write. Okay. We'll write the remaining 2 terms. So let me rub this part a little bit. So what I am getting after cancellation? After cancellation I am getting half of, inside the bracket I am getting cos 3x, okay, minus, oh I have not written cos here, no, so there should be cos 7x. Cos 7x should be there. Okay, so minus cos 7x. Okay, this much I got after the calculation. Now again you can follow some formula. Which formula you can follow? Cos C minus cos D formula, because the right hand side is both the sine. Isn't it? We haven't got the right hand side yet. Isn't it? We haven't got the right hand side. So we'll just follow the formula of cos C minus cos D. What was the formula cos C minus cos D? Both the things are coming with sine. In my last video I have discussed. Cos C minus cos D is 2 sine C plus D by 2. That means 3x plus 7x by 2. 2 sine C plus D by 2. Again sine D minus C by 2. In the reverse manner, already I have told. So 7x minus 3x by 2. This is the thing. Just simplify this one. What I am getting, you see. So this 2 and this 2 will get cancelled. So it will be sine 3x plus 7x means 10x. 10x by 2 is 5x. That means sine 5x into sine, there is, it is giving you 4x. 4x by 2 will give you 2x. So we are getting sine 5x into sine 2x. This is our right hand side. So this problem we have solved in that way. Okay, first of all I have introduced 2 here. Here also I have introduced 2. So 2 sin a sin b, 2 sin a sin b. I have followed this formula. After following this formula, after a little bit calculation, we got this line cos c minus cos d. Again it is going to the last formula, means that formula cos c minus cos d formula. So that cos c minus cos d formula, that one already I have discussed in my last video. You see that cos c minus cos d, that one I have just follow 2 sin c plus d by 2 sin d minus c by 2. Okay, so after following, after the calculation, we got the result. Okay, this is the way to solve the problems. So as it is a topic transformation of sum and products, so some problems will be there, this kind of very important, this kind of problems will be there where these formulas will be also maybe needed. Also the first 4 formulas, that one will be also needed, means combination. Okay, suppose in solving this type of problems, you may need out of this 4 any formula, and the previous 4, that one I have given, cos c plus cos d, sin c plus sin d. Okay, that type of formulas also may be needed, okay, in solving this type of problem, very important. Then let me go to the next problem. So the next problem is again one proof. Proof is there. Prove that sin 5a cos 2a, okay, minus sin 6a cos a whole divided by sin a into sin 2a minus cos 2a into cos 3a into cos 3a. You see, this one we are supposed to prove, this one is equal to 10a, this one is equal to 10a. So right hand side is equal to given simple 10a, and the left hand side is this one. This one is equal to 10a we are supposed to prove. Again we will follow the same process. Okay, so let me take the left hand side. This is the question. Okay, so the left hand side will be what? This one only. So the left hand side I will take already. So take the left hand side. After taking, you see the first part of the numerator, sin 5a cos 2a, that means it is falling under sin a. Suppose this is a and cos b, sin a cos b, but we need one 2 here to make it equal to the first form, 2 sin a cos b. We need 2, so we can introduce the 2 obviously. So we need 2 here. Again to make it this one also, you means this one also in the form of sin a cos b. No, here a is 6a and b is a, so sin a cos b, this is also following the first form. Here also we need 2, so we will multiply the numerator by 2. Again in the denominator also you can see that here also you see this is the 2 sin a sin b. You see we are having sin a sin b because the larger angle will be a and the smaller one will be b. So sin a sin b, here also you need one 2, and in this part also we need one 2. So what we'll do, the numerator and denominator will multiply by 2. Okay, numerator also, the whole numerator also I'll multiply by 2, the whole denominator also I'll multiply by 2. Okay, so in that case both the 2 will be cancelled out. Okay, in this way, so we can introduce 2 in the numerator as well as in the denominator simultaneously, isn't it? They are getting cancelled and we'll be able to get the first line again. So what we'll do, we'll multiply the numerator by 2 sin 5a, okay, 2 sin 5a into cos 2a so 2 sin 5a cos 2a, here also we can introduce that 2, so it will be 2 sin 6a into cos a. Okay, same in the denominator also, the denominator will multiply by 2, so it will be what, 2 sin, we'll arrange by writing the bigger angle first. Okay, so 2 sin 2a sin a, okay, minus 2, here we can write anyway. Okay, we can write the smaller one also. I told you in terms of cos, in case of cos we can write any angle in the beginning, no matter. Okay, so 2 cos 3a cos 2a Okay, so I have multiplied the numerator also by 2, the denominator also by 2. You can see we can take the 2 common from here and from numerator as well as from the denominator, and we can get the first line again. So now you just plot the formula. So what is the formula for 2 sin a cos b? The formula is sin a plus b. A plus b means 5a plus 2a. It will be 7a. Sin a plus b plus sin a minus b. You see 5a minus 2a. That means it will be sin 3a minus 2 again 2 sin a cos b. So sin a plus b means it will be again 7a. Minus is there, so that plus will get minus. Minus sin a minus b will be your 5a. Okay, divided by again 2 sin a sin b. 2 sin a sin b. The formula was cos a minus b. Cos 2a minus a will be cos a. Cos a minus b minus cos a plus b means 2a plus a, that is 3a. Okay, minus again here cos this is 2 cos a cos b. 2 cos a cos b formula was cos a plus b plus cos a minus b. So cos a plus b means 3a plus 2a will be 5a. Cos a plus b plus cos a minus b, but that plus will get changed by this minus. So minus cos a minus b, that means 3a minus 2a, that is a. Okay, so I think there will be some cancellation. You see this minus sin 7a plus sin 7a cancel, this cos a and this minus cos a got cancelled. So what we are having, so we'll write the rest part. So we are having the remaining part. What is the remaining in the numerator? The remaining in the numerator is sin 3a minus sin 5a. Okay, this is in the numerator, and in the denominator there is both the things are minus, isn't it? Both the things are minus. So what is there? Minus cos 3a minus cos 5a. Minus cos 3a minus cos 5a. The question is right or not? Yes, the question is right only. Minus cos 3a is right. Okay, so after that we are supposed to prove tan a. Okay, we are supposed to prove tan a. So you see in the numerator we can again apply the formula sin c minus sin d. What was the formula? 2 sin c minus sin d, 2 cos c plus d by 2. Okay, try to remember sin c minus sin d, 2 cos c plus d by 2, that means 5a plus 3a, that is 8a, divided by 2 will be 4a. 2 cos c plus d by 2 sin c minus d by 2. Okay, c minus d by 2, c means 3a minus d means 5a. I have written this one, okay, because there is something, that's why I have not done this one directly. Okay, there will be something. Okay, sin c minus d by 2, this one I have done c plus, okay, let me write in breaking system only, c plus d by 2, so it will be 3a plus 5a divided by 2. Okay, sin c plus d by 2, sin c minus d by 2, divided by, in the denominator I can take one minus common, so it will be cos c plus cos d, it will be 2 cos c plus d by 2, that means 3a cos c plus cos d. After taking the minus common, this thing will get plus, no, cos c plus cos d, so it will be 3a plus 5a divided by 2 into cos 3a minus 5a divided by 2. This is the thing, you see. Now what we can see here is this 2 got cancelled. You see this one is also cos 3a plus 5a by 2, this one also cos 3a plus 5a by 2, so this 2 will also get cancelled. So what is remaining in the numerator? In the numerator it is remaining sin 3a minus 5a will give you minus 2a. Minus 2a divided by 2 will be minus a, isn't it? It will be minus a. Sin minus a divided by minus, what is remaining there? Cos 3a minus 5a, that means minus 2a. Minus 2a divided by 2, so again minus a. Now we know what? Sin cannot absorb that minus is coming out. So it will be what? Minus sin a. But cos can absorb the minus. Cos can absorb the minus. So what will happen? There is already a minus, and this minus is absorbed by the function cos. Okay, so there will be only cos a. Now minus is cancelled. Minus became plus. So what is remaining? Sin a by cos a is giving you tan a. So this is the thing. We got the right hand side. Here from the left hand side we got the tan a. Okay, so hence proved. So this is the process. In this way we will follow. So maximum problems, and we can say the bigger problems, will follow both the 8 formulas. Both the 8 formulas will be needed in solving the problems of transformation of sum and products. The first 4 formulas I have used in my last video. I have solved some problems. and these 4 formulas I have shown how to use. Okay, now let me move on to our next topic. That one is multiple angles. Okay, multiple angles. So we have finished the topic transformation of sum and products of trigonometric function, how to transform from sum to product, and again how to transform from product to sum. That one we have finished. So our new topic will be multiple angles. Multiple angles. Multiple angles. That is the topic. Okay, so I'll just introduce the topic in this video. So multiple angles means the angle will be not only a simple one. Like till now we have learned sine A, cos A. These angles are treated as a simple angle, like sine A, cos A, tan A. Okay, this kind of things. These are coming under simple angles. But there are some specific angles. If this A is multiplied by 2, so it will be sine 2A. If this A is multiplied by 3, it will be sine 3A, isn't it? Sine 3A. So for some angles 2A, 3A, that type of, okay, or the multiples of that, like it may be sine 4A also, it may be sine 4A also, it may be sine 6A also. So the angles in the multiple of angles which are multiple of 2A and 3A, which are the multiple of 2A and 3A, that one we'll discuss in this topic. Okay, some specific angles. Okay, we'll discuss about the trigonometric functions of some specific angles which are the multiples of the angle 2A and the angle 3A. Multiple in the sense like 2A, 4A, 6A, okay, 12A, all the things are multiple of 2. No, similar, all the things are multiple of 3, isn't it? So in the angles which are the multiple of 3A and 2A, that one we'll study in the topic multiple angles. And obviously this 2A is a multiple of A as well. This 3A is a multiple of A as well, isn't it? 3A and 2A, both the things are multiple of A. And here we'll specifically deal about some angles which will be the multiple of again 2A. That means it may be 4A also. In solving problem we'll get 4A. Okay, in solving problem we may get 8A. Okay, how to solve that type of problems which are a multiple of either 2A, or it may be 6A, it may be 9A. Okay, how to solve that type of, okay, if trigonometric functions are there with sine 9A, suppose sine 9A is there, how to solve that? Okay, cos 6A is there, how to solve that? Okay, that type of things we'll learn in the topic multiple angles. Okay, so to learn these things, again what we need to do, we need to know some formulas. Without formulas, trigonometry we cannot give a single step. Okay, so lots of formulas are there. In each of the topic there will be some formulas. All the formulas you just list out in a chart paper and test it in your wall. Okay, so that in solving problems you can directly see from there. Okay, means in solving problem only you will be able to memorize that one. Means directly if you are sitting and want to memorize, you will not be able to. Okay, solve so many problems related to the formula and you will be able to remember all the formulas. Okay, so let me give here what are the possible formulas. So multiple angles means the angles which are multiple of 2A and 3A specifically, that things we'll learn here. Okay, so you see the first very important formula of multiple angle, that is sine 2A. Sine 2A formula is, this is the multiple angle, no, this is the multiple of A. So this one can be can be splitted as in terms of simple angles. Like this one can be written as 2 sine A into cos A. This one can be written like this. Sine 2A is equal to 2 sine A cos A. Similar, there are 2 or 3 more formats of the sine 2A. You see all the formats I am writing. Again, sine 2A can be written as 2 tan A divided by 1 plus tan square A. Okay. Okay, so sine 2A is having this form as well as this form. Depending upon the situation, we'll use the formulas. Okay, sometimes we'll use in terms of sine 2A. Sometimes we'll use this one. Sometimes we'll use in place of sine 2A, I'll use 2 sine A cos A. So it depends upon the situation. Okay, what situation you are dealing with. So sine 2A is having these 2 formulas. Now let me go to the cos 2A. Okay, so cos 2A. Cos 2A is having 2 cos square A minus 1. 2 cos square A minus 1. Again, this one can be written as, by a little calculation in this part, we can write 1 minus 2 sine square A. 1 minus 2 sine square A. Also sometimes it is written as cos square A minus sin square A. These three formats are there. One more format is there, let me write. Okay, so till now we got cos 2A. Sometimes in place of cos 2A we will use this one, 2 cos square A minus 1. Sometimes cos 2A we will use this one, 1 minus 2 sin square A. Sometimes in place of cos 2A we will use cos square A minus sin square A. So these are the, I am telling you, mainly the multiple angles. Multiple angles, these formulas are the basic concept of the calculus. In solving the problems of calculus, that means in derivative and integration, okay, in derivative, integration and also limits, okay. So in solving the problems of calculus, these formulas are very, very important, very, very important. You will often need to use sin 2A formula, any of the situation you may need, okay. Similar, cos 2A having three formats, here we can see all the three formats, any format may be needed anytime, okay, in solving the problems of calculus. So remember these things not only for class 11, for your whole life, how many days you will do calculus, okay. Means in class 12 obviously directly you will have these formulas having its use in class 12 directly, and in class 11 also when we will start the topic limits and derivatives, that means the beginning of calculus, will be needed this kind of formulas, all these formulas, mainly the multiple angles, okay. The previous topics are also important, means the transformation of sum and products, all those formulas, but multiple angles is having huge application in calculus, okay. So there is one more format of cos 2A, that format is 1 minus tan square A, 1 minus tan square A divided by 1 plus tan square A. So if someone asks you, or if it is needed cos 2A to be written in terms of tan, cos 2A to be written in terms of tan A, how to write? So we'll write directly cos 2A is equal to 1 minus tan square A divided by 1 plus tan square A. Similar, cos 2A is equal to this one, or this one, or this one, or this one. I have given here how many formats? 4 formats for the cos 2A, okay. Now let me go to the other things. List out all the formulas in the NCERT book at the last, that means after miscellaneous, at the last of the topic trigonometric function, all the formulas are listed, or in any book you will be able to get the formulas, okay. So cos 2A I have written. Now let me give you about the tan 2A, okay. Tan 2A, tan 2A, tan 2A is also having the formula 2 tan A divided by 1 minus tan square A. You see, don't get confused. In case of sin 2A, there is also one formula with this kind of format. That one was 2 tan A divided by 1 plus tan square A. Remember, this is the small change, okay. In case of sin 2A, that is 2 tan A divided by 1 plus tan square A. But in case of tan 2A, this is 2 tan A divided by 1 minus tan square A. That is the, means, huge difference, okay. Means this huge difference means in calculation, if you change this plus or minus, that one will be a huge, means problem in solving the questions, okay. So be careful about the plus and minus. In case of tan 2A, this is minus. In case of sin 2A, this is plus, okay. So tan 2A is having this one. Now one more thing is there, okay. So these basic things, whatever I have given for sin 2A, I have given for tan 2A, I have given for cos 2A. These are the basic one. If sometimes sec 2A is there, we can easily convert this by 1 by cos 2A. No, we can easily convert that, and we know the formula of cos 2A in 4 formats. Similar, if sometimes cosec 2A is given, we can easily break cosec 2A in terms of 1 by sin 2A. So sin 2A already we know, 2 formats I have discussed, okay. So these are the things, okay. If we know only these 3, then we will be able to get all other things. Suppose sometimes tan 4A is given, or suppose sin 4A is given, sin 4A. So we don't need to remember the formula of sin 4A. You just break sin 4A in terms of sin 2 into 2A, okay. Now we can consider sin 2 and this whole thing as A, sin 2A, and we can break the formula, sin 2A formula, 2 sin theta cos theta, okay. What I am telling is, means we can use A or we can use theta also. In some book you will get the formulas by theta, like sin 2 theta, okay. That one will be same only, 2 sin theta cos theta. Means they are using theta and we are using A here. You may use any angle, okay. So that these are the formats, very important, very necessary. One more thing, this is till this much we have discussed about 2A, but sometimes we need the multiples of 3A also, no, 2A and 3A. So let me discuss the multiples of 3A, okay. So what would be sin 3A? Okay, that kind of things. Sin 3a formula is also there, and cos 3a is also having a unique formula. Okay, sin 3a is 3 sin a minus 4 sin cube a. Okay, so you see this one was multiple angle, but I have taken in terms of simple angle. You see 3 sin a, simple angle. Similar 4 sin cube, it may be cube but the angle is simple a. No, it may be cube but the angle is simple a. So sin 3a is equal to 3 sin a minus 4 sin cube a, and in place of cos 3a, that is like similar only, 4 cos cube a minus 3 cos a. 4 cos cube a minus 3 cos a. So these are the formulas for sin 3a and cos 3a. Sometimes it may be needed to calculate sin 9a. At that time you will be you will do this one like sin 3 into 3a. In this way you will break. Okay, and you will use the same format. Okay, continuously we can break this one. So these are the formats for sin 3a and cos 3a. Now there may be question, what is tan 3a then? What is tan 3a then? We can get by dividing this by this, or direct formula is also there. Okay, tan 3a. Tan 3a is formula is 3 tan a. Okay, 3 tan a minus tan cube a divided by 1 minus 3 tan square a. Okay, 3 tan a minus, okay, there may be 4. Wait, let me check. There may be 4. Let me check and tell you. Yeah, no, it's right only. 3 tan a minus tan cube a divided by 1 minus 3 tan square a. This is the formula for tan 3a. Okay, and I have written already the formula for sin 3a and cos 3a. Yeah, sin 3a and cos 3a. Okay, these things. So these are the formulas of multiple angles. Okay, so in solving problems of multiple angles, we'll use all these formulas. Okay, very much frequently. Okay, so you will get some this kind of problems also. In that problems you will be needed to use the problems, so means formulas of multiple angle and the formulas of the previous topic, transformation of sum and product, or also the formulas of compound angle, and also some concept of quadrants as well. You have seen already in solving the problems of compound angle, quadrant is needed, isn't it? So similarly all the things are interrelated. Okay, so topic wise I am going why I am going with means topic wise, because so that we can learn each of the topic very much clearly. Okay, so here in this topic I have discussed the formulas of multiple angles. The previous formulas were from the topic transformation of sum and products. Before that what we have done? We have done compound angles. Before that what we have done? We have done the concept of quadrant, isn't it? So these are the topics of trigonometry. Okay, next topic will be discussed. Means after that in my next video I will solve some problems on multiple angles, and next we'll discuss about submultiple angles. Okay, on this word will be added with this, so it will be submultiple angles. That one I'll discuss in means after in the next video I'll discuss the problems, and after that I'll discuss the topic submultiple angles. Okay, so learn the formulas, try to remember the formulas and solve much more problems. Okay, thank you.